All right, you already know it's your boy IRLnash back in the Pokemon Center. Last video of the day. Let's tap in real quick, and this one is gonna be Andrew Schulz, Tim Tebow on Aaron Rodgers. It's a little heavy pause, but let's tap in.
That we've totally had each other's back. And people, because it doesn't sensationalize.
Even Aaron?
Of course. It's so hard for me to talk about it for a lot of reasons. One, because we just loved him very much.
Yeah. Yeah. Getting emotional talking about it. I don't want to put you in an uncomfortable
No,
place.
it's not that.
No, I don't mean now. I feel bad. No,
And his
I don't.
family, it's tough. We obviously loved him very much.
Yeah. Did you have a relationship with him outside of football
Yeah.
and like in the professionals as well?
Yeah. I mean, I was signed with the Patriots not long before a lot of that went down.
Yeah.
And it's just hard what he went through. And I mean, I think there's probably a weight that I feel.
Brody. The gay shit, when they start saying that about that nigga, I was like, all right, we letting this shit get away from us. We letting this shit get away from us. Because how we go from a nigga had CTE to the nigga was gay trying to kill people? Like, which one is it? Which one is it? And when I heard that, I was just like, all right, bro. Y'all trying to demonize on some weird shit and trying to make it seem like, oh, he was gay and trying to cover it up. People do shit like that. I'm not trying to say they don't. But it's like, Brody, come on. Even if that was the case, even if that was what was going on, and the nigga had CTE, the CTE still probably was what was doing it. Being gay wasn't the issue. It was the fucking CTE. People always want to blame the gay. Why not blame the CTE? Why not blame the brain problems? Like, that shit crazy to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you could have done something?
Should have. But also you got to understand.
That's not your responsibility.
The survival's guilt.
Do you think that is? Do you carry that?
Sometimes. Yeah. But I think that, when people ask, there's a reason that I don't say anything. Because why would I talk about it when he's still, so much of his family has been hurt and gone through this? And it's easy for people to just talk and make shows and highlight. And also not always share all of the sides of it.
Yeah.
They don't share the other sides of him. They don't share how hard certain things were for him. They don't share it just doesn't take a full picture. Like, he had to go through a whole lot, but he was also someone that a lot of times was trying. And, he's a young man that did a devotional for 6 months in a row with me a lot of times and Coach Meyer. A lot of times he was, just the whole picture should be painted. I just think it's not, they don't, there's one of the stories that they tell is, me and him are at a restaurant and they frame it as a bar, which is a bar, but it's also a restaurant. I think it's maybe Sunday evening or Monday evening.
Chili's is a bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's I can't remember what time. It's always claimed it's late at night. It's like 8 o'clock or something. And he, long story made short, he gets into an altar. You can't even say that because it's not fair to him. What certain people were saying
This
to
nigga
him
not talking.
was
Talk.
so horrifically evil
Okay.
that we're trying to leave. And what people are saying to him is so mean and racist and dehumanizing to him. And I'm standing in between a few people and they just know these are the football players. They're just trying to go at him and more so than me.
Jeez.
And I also feel like that was wrong. No, you should say that to me, and he was so patient over and over and over again. They're saying this and they're finger poking him. And it's super disrespectful.
Yeah.
And we get downstairs and we get almost all the way out, and they keep saying and saying, I'm saying, we're good. You got it. Come on, keep going. Just don't listen, you know? And man, it was just kept going, and they kept poking him, saying all these things. And he turned and he busted the guy's eardrum. And
That nigga said, bitch. Nigga, bro. Oh my God, bro. Oh, bro. Hey, look, it's not everything else he is, but shit. Nigga Tim Tebow said they was being racist, bro. Bink that nigga, bro. I don't give a fuck.
I stood there. I had some people take him to another
That
place
shit
for him to be safe. I
hilarious.
waited. Cops came, talked to all the cops, told him everything that happened. But that story is painted like, oh no, this guy
He's
just
looking
did
for
it.
trouble.
He's looking for trouble,
Yeah,
and it's like I'm not defending him. I'm not defending his actions. I'm just saying when you paint the picture,
Yeah.
like
You have a lot of compassion.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah,
But-
it's not
yeah.
just that. It's like when you know people who murdered, robbed, stole, you know them. It's like you can humanize people you know. And especially if you like the people. Fuck with the person.
people, it's just obviously there was some
Teammate.
horrible things that he did.
Of course, of
I'm
course.
not defending that whatsoever.
course.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're talking about him, would you at least try to paint it accurately?
That's
People
like a
are-
three-dimensional version of
Yeah.
a human being. This is what we were talking earlier. And I wonder if, like, well, I'm curious where you think your compassion comes from, because I think now especially it's very brave to show compassion to people who aren't, like, internet perfect. It's, like, very easy, like, when somebody's, like, perfect on the internet to be like, yeah, they're a good guy. But when people, like, aren't perceived to be a good guy and still look at them as human beings, I think that takes bravery now, because there's always going to be scrutiny attached to that. Now, personally, I think that we should be treating everybody like human beings, especially the people that we disagree with. And a lot of times there's this mudslinging
Always,
contest that
everybody.
exists on the internet that is,
Shouldn't be a choice.
yes.
Everyone.
Where does the compassion come from?
I'd probably say the start of it for me was when I was 15 years old, and I was in the jungles of the Philippines, and in a very
Why? Why was you in the jungles of the Philippines at 15 years old?
island. Philippines is made up of over 7,000 islands, many of them very remote. And in a very remote island, and I met a boy who was born with his feet on backwards. And
How? Feet on backwards? You know what? I ain't even about to say that.
because of that, his village treated him as less than insignificant and cursed, and he was a throwaway to them. And they treated him as equal to the trash. And I just fell in love with that boy. And I knew that he wasn't a throwaway.
Oh, yeah, all right. Okay. All right.
To God, but I also knew that God was pricking my heart, saying, yeah, but what are you going to do about it? It's not enough to feel something. What are you going to do? And that was really the start of what I believed the first time I felt called to something. And then I went through college, and the first thing I did was
Bro, I'm not trying to act like it's not. Them niggas in there looking and holding on to Tim Tebow every word right now, bro. Them niggas in there like, oh my God, it's Tebow time. Shout out Teebs, bro, but come on, G.
I graduated, because this is before NIL, right? You couldn't have a foundation in college.
You would have been a trillionaire. Dude. Oh my God.
But I
All right.
one of the first things
All
I
right.
did was start
The
the
amount of
foundation
dick
with the
sucking
mission
is crazy,
statement,
bro.
just thinking about that boy and all the boys and girls around the world that are
Thinking of all
suffering
the
like he
boys
is,
and shit.
with the mission statement to bring faith, hope, and love to those needing a brighter day in their darkest hour of need. To sum it up, it's a fight for people that can't fight for themselves. And that was very impactful for me. And there's 4 or 5 other stories that
Them niggas on there dick sucking right now.
really wrecked my
That shit
my
sound
heart in
crazy.
the best way possible.
So he's 15 years old.
Yeah.
severe emotional reaction to seeing the way that this kid is being treated,
Yeah.
and you feel compelled to do something about it.
Yes.
At this point in time, like, would you say your faith is as strong as it is now? Was it, you're still trying to understand it? Like, where are you in your
Yeah,
journey
good
with
question.
faith?
Definitely,
felt so
definitely a believer, but also, figuring out what does that mean? What does that mean for my life?
Ain't Andrew Schulz Jewish? And ain't the Indian nigga Muslim?
What does that mean for actions? What does that mean to feel called to something? And I couldn't have
This is a
necessarily
picture of me when
articulated
I
in the
was a
same way
child.
then. I remember coming home and I was writing the testimony of this and being like, I don't even know how to describe what just happened. Like,
Do you talk to your parents about
I did.
it?
I talked to my parents, and I still have that testimony that I wrote because I wrote out the story of when I got back, and that boy has been a big inspiration for a lot of stuff.
Is he still involved in your life?
No.
No, I've never seen him again.
Get outta here.
What do you mean? How is he gonna see the backwards foot nigga again? He was 15. How the fuck he ain't? Okay, Andrew. All right, Andrew. Don't piss me off.
Remote jungle. Yeah, how do you get in touch with them?
I'm
Especially
just
this
like
is way before all of the
internet and everything.
stuff,
But
yeah.
wow. So if he's God willing still around, like, does he know the impact that he's had?
What do you? No, he lives on a fucking remote island in the fucking Philippines, you dick. Tebow. You should have saved them tears for something different. These fucking bums suck. Jesus Christ.
In your life, like, this
So
is
now we have a hospital in the Philippines that
Yeah.
takes in all the boys and girls like him, and we operate, and they get wheeled in, and they walk out. And that's one of my favorite things we get to do.
That's amazing, man.
oh, we got to find this kid. There's got to be a way.
Bro, that nigga probably dead, bro. He had backwards feet. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? We gotta find this kid. We gotta
That's
find
amazing, man.
oh, we got to find this kid. There's got to be a way.
We gotta find the backwards feet kid. Shut up. That don't even make no sense.
Can I ask you a personal question?
You just saying dumb shit at this point, bro. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to be rude, but goddamn, bro. Talking about we gotta find this kid. That nigga not a kid. He not a kid. He a grown man. If he's still alive, he's a grown man. And guess what? He's got backwards feet and he's doing good. Like, leave that nigga alone. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Pissing me off.